welcome back. Can you believe it? Another Tuesday with your old pal, Uncle Jim. Now, after that came out of my mouth, I decided, I don't like that nickname too much. I've never been an uncle. I'm not sure I'll ever be an uncle. Why? I got a sibling, one or two. I'm not going to reveal the real number. I don't want people to stalk me. You never know who's out there on the internet. Before you know it, I got somebody stalking me or my sibling or maybe siblings. Break into my sibling's house one night at, what's a good weapon that's not that menacing? A ruler. They're brandishing a long ruler. They go, I want you to have sexual intercourse so your brother James can become an uncle. Because he's been calling himself Uncle Jim on his little internet show, but he's a liar. So it's time for you to find a partner that you want to have consensual love-making time with so you can sire a child. Unless you're barren. In that case, I want you to go and adopt. So this guy that's been calling himself Uncle Jim can stop lying to me and, more importantly, himself. Give that man a niece or a nephew, or else. And then he licks the ruler and throws it away. Look, I didn't plan this intro. I never planned these intros, but I'm going to tell you what, 10 on 10, right off the top. I am James, you are you. We are here for another very special Tuesday edition of At Home with James. Tuesday? What? I thought this show happened every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, live at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time or 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time on twitch.tv/athomewithjames. It did until we got bumped for real life circumstances. Now, let me tell you what real life circumstances I had going on yesterday. Monday, bright and early, I wake up, had myself a little cup of coffee that I made for myself on my mocha pot. Everyone thinks I can't make a cup of coffee. I make a heck of a cup of coffee. Stovetop, about 3 spoons of coffee, a little bit of sugar, half and half, cream and milk mixed together. I know how to make a cup of coffee. I had it, sat on the couch, watched some Law & Order Special Victims Unit, which may or may have not inspired that break-in scenario that I just detailed. But it was a big morning for me. I left my apartment. I went on down to Palais de Congrès, which has hosted a variety of events over the years, sex conventions, Comic-Cons, but really, what's the difference? The people at the sex conventions, they're looking to have sex, and the people at the Comic-Con conventions are looking to have sex, right? They're one and the same. But on this fateful day, what was happening at Palais de Congrès? Well, the Quebec government was giving out something that we like to call Pfizer shots. And tonight is a very special edition, not because it's Tuesday. No. Because your pal, Lil Cutie himself, the glamour boy, the one and only, Mr. Everything all the time, is now fully vaccinated. And you know what that means? I'm ready to pick a fight on the street. I'll go up to any ragtag, down and out, rough and tumble scoundrel there is. I want to pick a fight because I got a whole lot of pent-up frustration over the past year and a half. And everyone's been asking me, why don't you just ask somebody out on a little date? I'll tell you why. Because I want to fight somebody. People are saying, why don't you get yourself a project, start a puzzle? I'll tell you why. I want to fight somebody. I want to kick someone right in the stomach. And then when they're bent over, I want to run away so they don't fight back. Because the last thing that I want to have happen is get eaten up. No. Maybe what I'm saying is I want to attack somebody. This is incriminating. I should not be saying this on Twitch. But the reality is everyone who knows me, they know that I'm a lover and not a fighter, right? And there's no one who knows me better than the audience right here live on Twitch. I had my little vaccine. I'm going to tell you something. This nurse was so nice to me. I'm someone who might be known as someone who carries a lot of tension in their shoulders. Why? I don't have a tough life, but I carry a lot of tension in my shoulders. Nurse put her hands on my shoulder and she said to me in the most comforting French aunt voice, "Please, you have to relax." That's right. I might not be an uncle, but this lady, who I'm just going to name Deanne, she was my ma tante yesterday. She punctured me with that needle. I didn't feel a thing. I sat down. I waited my 15 minutes. You know what I did after that? I went to the Christmas store. I was so excited that I went to the Christmas store that is open all year round. I was greeted for the first time in my life at the Christmas store with, "Hey, Merry Christmas." And that's when I knew everything was going to turn out right. But in the back of my mind, something was lingering. Something was nagging at me, gnawing at me like a termite chewing on an old wooden chair. the feeling of impending doom, or at least the potential of impending doom, because it was game 4 of the Stanley Cup Finals. Vaux Canadiens taking on the Tampa Bay Lightning, who held a commanding 3-0 lead in the series. Now, if you don't watch hockey and you don't care, aka somebody who's living life comfortably right now, being up 3-0 means that the Canadiens have very little room for error. It means that one more loss and it's over. And I had mentally prepared myself. That tonight, meaning last night, was the night that it was all going to go down, as the kids say, the turlet. I had prepared. I had mentally gotten myself ready to be sad. It's like, when someone's about to dump you, when you like someone and you can tell they don't like you anymore, and you go, I'm going to have the conversation with them, but they're going to tell you to hit the bricks. That's what I thought was going to happen last night. About 7 o'clock at night, an hour before puck drop. You know what I get? I get a text from a friend. Good, close, personal friend telling me, guess what? I got tickets to the game tonight. You're coming with me. That's when everything changed. I threw on my Canadiens jersey. I went to the Bell Center, and they won. They won in overtime. They won in overtime, and for the first time in a long time, your friend James had the opportunity to be happy. I was so excited. I walked by a bunch of riot cops, and I felt like putting little flowers in each one of their guns just to let them know that everything is going to be okay. And that's what's going to happen on tonight's show. Everything is going to be okay. I am vaccinated. The Canadiens are back in it. And guess what? We're back in it on tonight's show. Who's going to be here? Well, later on, we got Jess Files, someone who never likes being on this show, begrudgingly appears. This is not an act. When I say that Jess doesn't like being on the show, Jess doesn't like being on this show, but she's a close personal friend. And much like a Make-A-Wish kid to a Hollywood celebrity, that is what I am to Jess. I'm a Make-A-Wish kid, and I'm saying, please, can you just be on my show? I don't have much time left. She doesn't want to do it, but she does. Jess is going to make my dreams come true tonight. We're going to kick things off in high fashion with one of the crudest guests in show history. Let's welcome, coming to us from British Columbia, Canada's diaper capital of the world. It is right. Racquel Belmonte. Racquel, welcome back to the show.
Hi, Uncle Jim. How are you?
You know what? I like that you're perpetuating this. It means that I've got something to strive for. There is a hope for me to be an uncle.
You have a very nice uncle aura. I'm not an aura person, and I could not describe it to you properly, but you exude cool uncle.
Okay, can you tell me why? What does it mean to exude cool uncle? Because I'm going to take some notes just in case I become one at one point in my life.
Hell yeah. Well, for starters, you got the shirt. You got a bright, is that a Hawaiian shirt? What do we got here? I love that. You're already halfway there. It doesn't take much to be an uncle. I would know. I'm an aunt. And I'm wearing a men's tank top, and I'm doing fine.
And I'll tell you what, I could never even dare dream wear a men's tank top. I'd be swimming in that thing like a fish in the sea.
I love that. That's fine.
No, look, I see all the, look, I'm all for body positivity, but it's just not going to apply to me. People are like, you feel fine wearing what you want. I don't want to walk around in that tank top. I'm too skinny to be wearing a tank top. People are going to look at, he's like, well, that guy squeezes his girlfriend's wrist too hard. Right?
I don't know why that was so funny to me.
Because you're laughing because it's like, oh, it's true. I don't have the figure of someone who should be wearing tank tops. It's going to be like, what's this surfer guy trying to prove?
Well, just find a smaller tank top. Nothing wrong with that.
Pointy shoulders, I got shoulders so pointy they could cut a steak.
That's great. Then you don't have to buy knives.
Yeah,
James,
okay.
Look at the bright side. I was gonna say the brighter picture, but that's not what
it's
we want.
The brighter picture, the bright side. You know what? Maybe look, I'm gonna sit here and say that the likelihood of me buying a tank top and wearing it is just that unlikely, but I appreciate that someone's in my corner to wear one.
I'll always be there, James. If
You
you're
see,
looking for
imagine
anybody, I'll be in your corner.
Me wearing a tank top is the exact opposite type of uncle anybody wants.
Well, if you put it that way, let me sleep on it.
Yeah, please.
Let me sleep on it.
Okay, but let's stick around these positive uncle vibes. What are some other uncle vibes that I give off?
Well, I've never seen you without a hat, and I feel like all of my cool uncles always had hats, backwards caps, forward caps, sometimes fedoras.
Yeah.
But that was when they were cool. Were fedoras ever cool? Don't remember.
I think some people can pull off fedoras, but it's very difficult. It's mostly people that would they would wear it on a night out on the town, looking for perhaps someone of the female persuasion. Things maybe wouldn't work out. They'd try it again next week. It doesn't work out again. And then you repeat this for 6 straight weeks. And then before you know it, they're writing a manifesto on 4chan.
Okay, I'm happy you went there, because in my head, I was like, oh, this is where this is ending up. Yes.
Yeah. See,
we're always on the same page, James.
Same page. I'll tell you what, for people who don't know, same birthday, September 5th.
What are you going to do about it?
Yeah, nothing.
What are you going to do about it, people watching the show? Exactly.
I'm glad that I'm not the only one speaking in that tone to the audience at all times. Racquel, that's why you are a valued guest. Okay, I've got the hat. I've got the shirt. What else have I got going on?
You got a cool beard.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah, it looks like you've had it for a while, and I don't mean that in a bad way. I mean, like,
you're correct.
This guy knows what he likes.
Yeah.
And that's his beard and his nephews and nieces, or nibblings rather. I just learned that.
Yeah, my nibblings. Yeah,
yes.
It sounds like an unpopular candy, but I digress. Now, hold on. No, I don't want to digress. I want to dig more into this idea of nibblings being a candy. This is like Halloween. People are like, oh, I just got a box of nibblings.
It sounds like an off-brand of nibs, or like nibs, but like longer nib. No, I like it. I like nibblings, because nibs are small, and then nibblings can be a big. Those exist.
Yeah, it's called licorice.
Shit.
Yeah.
Damn it. Do you like licorice?
Yeah, what's not to like? It's chewy. It's artificially flavored.
Yeah, true. I could go with or without.
Not a licorice person, Racquel. Not a licorice person.
I like the Twizzler, the pull and peel ones, because you could braid them, and I braid them.
Sure.
And then
Twizzlers.
Then I got like 4 braids there, and I'm like, well, I'll eat them.
Now
I eat like a child.
On the topic of foods that you peel, what about the cheese stick strings? You like those?
Yes, but you made me not like them the last time I tried talking about them.
Okay, so, now why was that? Now I have a vague idea as to why, but let's talk about it again.
Well, I had a really good tweet that I wanted to show you, and then you kept saying that the cheese guy looked like your tech person, and I was like, no, that's not it.
Yeah, specifically, I said that it looked like Andy, and you talked about how the cheese guy you found attractive, and
we're not gonna get into it, but I love cheese string.
Yeah.
I love cheese string, and we will leave it at that. Did you know they have like a wall of cheese strings at Whole Foods? Do you have Whole Foods in Montreal?
No, we don't have Whole Foods in Quebec. That ain't no Quebec thing. I'll tell you that right now.
I guess that feels like a very Vancouver thing.
Well, I'm familiar with the chain. Look,
Racquel,
I'll tell you what, I carry a pen.
Look at that. We're twins, basically. Anyway, no one needed that. No one wanted that.
Racquel, I liked it.
All right. It hurt me. I bit pretty. You can see the indent a little bit. Anyway, look at us, James. Yeah. Look at us.
Yeah, just a couple old pals.
This one's coming off a massive espresso. The things are good. We're happy. You're fully dosed or vaxxed.
Yeah, I am so full of Pfizer that if they try to jab me again, they'd say, you're at the brim. You've had enough.
You've had too much Pfizer, sir.
Yeah.
Get out of here. Get out of town. You're too healthy.
That's why you're here tonight.
Yes.
It's the post-vaccine show part 2.
Yep.
But it's about, what does that mean? What does it represent? We know that apparently better days are ahead. Getting jabbed with this unknown substance represents good things. You're full of coffee. I'm full of vaccine juice.
Yeah, same thing.
I'm gonna go out on a limb here. I'm gonna say you have been vaccinated.
I only have one vaccine, actually.
Yes.
As you know, James.
There's a reason for that.
There is a reason for that. I've actually had COVID-19. That fun little disease.
Yeah.
Riddled my body. It was good. It was
Which is
fun.
what 9 out of 10 doctors call it, a fun little disease.
They're like, it's just a fun little disease.
Yeah.
Take it. Take it.
A vacation from life.
Literally. And it was, in a way.
Yeah.
I just wish the vacation was a little longer and like just took me out for the rest. That was awful.
Well, some people go on a permanent vacation.
That's what I wanted. Yes. That's what I meant to say. A permanent vacation. I'm tired of all this.
Now
there's a window next to me. I meant like outside.
Look, that's okay. We can see the light shining in. It's still daytime out there. We like it. It's giving us a different type of interpretation on what is Tuesday. But I have to ask, now that technically you are fully dosed, you've got antibodies. I want to ask you, is there anything you are particularly looking forward to returning to as life continues to open up and open up and open up? What would fill you with as much joy and excitement as your giant coffee did?
Oh, baby. Thank you for asking. Well, we've talked a little bit about this, but I was planning to make a move to a different city. And that is what I'm going to be doing now in a few months. So that's interesting.
Yeah.
And then when I make my big move, this is what I'm most excited about. And I'm going to probably ask you for advice on one of your shows if you'll have me.
Okay, of course.
I am going to rip through Toronto's Tinder, through it. I told oh my God. Oh, I can even feel my body just like, I am oh my goodness.
Now I have to ask a question. Now,
yes.
I'm always happy to give advice. Can I ask you what you believe qualifies me to give ripping through Tinder advice?
Well, I feel like you'd be honest. I feel like you'd be honest. And I've got a few Tinder bios that I'm like, these are funny.
Yeah.
Will other people think they're funny enough to, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I think I do. So it looks like
right there.
And you know what? Look, that shows that you got a supportive family who is you are both comfortable to have them listen to you talk about ripping through an entire city's online dating society.
They know who I am. I text the family group chat saying I'm not coming home, and they know. They stopped asking. They know.
Yeah. Wow.
Their 30-year-old disaster daughter she's here.
Yeah,
she's there.
I'd like to say you might have a title for a solo friend show there, 30-year-old disaster. I can see the poster now. Actually. It looks like a movie from the mid 2000s with like a lady who's like everything's gone wrong and she's like this.
Yeah,
yeah, exactly.
Or like one of those like after you like like
yeah.
That kind of thing.
Yeah, there you go. So not only can you rip through Tinder, you have a show, but I do want to circle back. Now I want to ask what is specifically exciting about the Toronto dating scene that you're looking forward to that you think will differ from the British Columbia dating scene?
I don't know. I feel like I've done enough here. It's time to go somewhere else. I don't know. I've never did Tinder. I've never did Tinder. I've never done Tinder.
Yeah, that's the correct one.
In Toronto.
Yeah.
I don't think I've done it in any. Oh, no, I'm lying to you. No, I haven't done it in Toronto.
Okay.
And I feel like every time I've gone there, the dudes are beautiful.
Yeah. Well, can I tell you know who lives in Toronto?
No.
Andy.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, that's good.
When you talk about dudes being beautiful, that's who comes to mind.
Oh, interesting. I think we have different types.
Look,
you and I.
Look, and perhaps Andy's not applicable because he is a product of La Belle Province, which is Quebec. He's a Quebec-based product, homegrown here.
Belle Province?
Yeah, La Belle Province.
La Belle Province.
Yeah. That's the slogan of Quebec, yeah.
Oh, is it really?
It is, yeah.
Quebec, La Belle Province.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, the beautiful province.
I had a feeling that's what it meant.
Yeah.
I had a feeling.
Look, Racquel, your French is better than you give it credit for.
Merci beaucoup.
Yeah, bienvenue.
Oh, welcome. That means welcome, doesn't it?
That's correct.
Yes.
Now let's get back. I want to know if you had to break down what a BC guy is all about. What's like a quintessential BC guy? Because I'm imagining someone that maybe looks or dresses like a singer-songwriter from the early 2000s, Remy Shand.
I think I need to look them up after this.
I think everyone right now is like, who's Remy Shand? His great hit was Take a Message.
Can you sing
and
a little
it
bit of it?
goes a little something like this. Take a message from my love. Take a message from my love. Take a message.
Oh, song.
Yeah, everyone knows it. They know it.
Yeah.
If he was doing a comeback show, the person on the microphone would be like, you know him and you don't like him. Remy Shand. Yeah, we're getting an image from production right now. It's Remy Shand. That's what I imagine.
Thank you.
And I think he probably reeks of hemp.
Oh, maybe, but who doesn't?
Look, I've never been to British Columbia. I've been to Calgary, and I assume they're similar, but we'll digress. Now, I want to know what you think.
Fought here, and you wanted to get in a fight, James. Wait, sorry. I also want to get in a fist fight. I've never been in one. Lots of verbal fights, but never a fist fight. And I think you and I could tag team a few people out.
See, I thought you were going to propose you and I get into a fist fight. I was like, you move to Toronto, I'll be here. We meet halfway and start fighting.
Yeah, I would love that. I would literally, I can feel my knuckles like cheering, like, yeah.
Yeah, look, you know what? I'm the type of guy people want to hit, so we'll put that on the back burner.
Yep, it's there. It's simmering. BC guys, I don't know. They all seem to like hiking.
Yeah.
And outside.
Yeah. And nature is, no.
I don't mind it once a year.
Yeah.
I once lied to someone, though, pretended I liked all of that.
Yeah.
We ended up dating for 4 months, and I had to pretend I cared about outside for 4 months.
Racquel, here's the thing, right? You want some advice? I'm going to give you some advice. I'm a big believer in you talk about what you don't like and you're honest about what you do like. If someone says, you know what, James, I really like whitewater rafting. You know what I say? I go, you know what I really like? I like the idea of you doing it without me.
Good.
Yeah.
See, you're good at giving dating advice.
Yeah. So that's what I say. I say you admit that you don't like things right off the hop. A lot of people are like, so like, what do you want? And I'd say, I'll tell you what I want. I want to never do things that I don't like ever. And you can preface it like, look, I don't want to go to funerals, but sometimes you have to. I don't want to go to the hospital, but sometimes you have to. I'll tell you what I don't want to do. Go on a 3-hour hike and then walk back down.
No, that's the thing. At least have a gondola or something that or carry me back down. Yeah. I wouldn't mind a hike if I was being piggybacked or carried.
Yeah. You know who's pretty strong?
Who? Oh, okay. We're not doing this. I'm actually very strong.
Yeah.
Because I've been working out.
Well, there's a lot of strong people.
Yeah, totally. Lots. But there's no mountains in Toronto, so get fucked. Mm-hmm. Anyhow, what were we talking about? We were talking about something.
Yeah, well, we've broken down what it means to be a BC boy.
Yeah, just liking outside too much.
Yeah,
and craft beer.
What do you look? I don't even drink. I get it.
You don't drink?
No,
I knew you didn't drink.
I'm what they call a good boy. Now let's talk about the Toronto boys, though. What's your hope for the Toronto boys?
Oh, I don't know, that they're attractive and give me attention and show me the city. That's all I want. I just want people to show. Like, my plan is to just, when I'm ripping through Tinder, not only am I getting intercourse. I didn't know a fun way to say it with my mom right there.
No, I think you went down the right path.
I want to get to know the city because I've been there a lot. But I only go where my friends go, which is the same thing. And I want to meet people who will take me like, oh, I know this bar. We can go here and I'll play that I'm new to town. Show me around card.
Yeah.
So now, take me places, and then when I go out with other people, then I'll be like, oh, I know this really cool brunch spot. Yeah, I found it on my walk home from the fucking, I don't know, library. I don't go to the library, but that's another.
Look, I've got some advice for you. You ready for this?
Yeah.
You said you want to meet an attractive person who gives you attention, right? Mm-hmm. And can show you around the city. So I think what you do when we're done this segment is you Google Toronto tours.
Whoa!
You find a tour guide, right? And you can go on a variety. Toronto's a big city, so you can go on a bunch of different tours. And it's the tour guide's job to facilitate the wants and needs of the tourist. Now,
I can't. Yeah, sorry, continue.
And then get a load of this. When the tour is done, and what could be this guy's name? What's your favorite guy name?
Oh my God. I love. For some reason, I love. Fuck, you're gonna think I'm such a piece of shit.
There's no judgment.
I love the name like Brody, or like, oh come on. I love the name like, yeah, Brody or Cody or like Cole. Yeah, I love those names.
Yeah, and I think they're local to Toronto, but they grew up in Alberta with names like that.
And I'll be smarter than them.
Yeah. Okay. So I think that your tour guide Brody, he's like, hey, I really hope you enjoyed the tour of Toronto and everything that the city has to offer. If you've got any questions, I'll be standing over here. And once again, really happy that you enjoyed the tour. Enjoy Toronto. And then that's when you make your move. That's when you make your move, Racquel.
What do I do? I'm not good with moves, James. I'm really not.
Look, here's the thing. This Cody guy with a name like that, he's alone. He's alone, right? You go up to this Cody guy and you say, I don't mean to bother you, but I just want to say that I really enjoyed this tour. So thank you for that. Okay. And he's going to be like, oh, I'm so happy that you enjoyed the tour of Toronto. And then this is when you say, do you live in this part? And you want to try to mirror a little bit, right? Dating is a lot about mirroring. You talked about, so you're like, you go, do you live in this part of Toronto? Even though that we all know that.
Say it like that? Like,
well, no, you just want to say that Toronto. No, you don't have to be pouty, right? You don't have to be pouty.
Yeah, no.
Everyone who lives out there, everyone else in Canada, they say Toronto. They say Toronto. It's either like Tronno or Chron.
Toronto.
Yeah. And you say,
do you around Toronto?
Yeah.
I'm making myself sick.
Yeah, but see, this thing, you just say, do you live around this part of Toronto?
Toronto. Yes. Okay. Perfect.
And then let's just say he does, or he doesn't. You know what? It doesn't make a lick of difference. And this is when you say, you go, I'm around this area tonight. I'd really like to go to a bar or something to have a drink.
That is so good.
And then this guy, Cody, right? He goes, can you hold on a quick second? And he takes out his phone and he texts his buddy, Ranger.
Oh shit. Now this is getting serious.
He's like, I can't believe what's happening to me right now. I'm doing my tour of Toronto tour guide. And I'm like, is this even real? And then he's like, what should I do? And then Ranger's like, go for it. You gotta go for it.
Should I?
He's got Ranger as an inner ear problem, and that's why he speaks like that. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And then that's how you make your move. You're like, I'd love to go get a drink tonight. And then he's like, yeah, there's a great place called the Governor's Tavern. It's decorated with Canadian history. It's like one of those kind of like Canadian British style bars. He suggests going to the Governor's Tavern. And then this is when you're like, look, I don't know if this is crazy. Do you want to go to the Governor's Tavern? Right?
James, you are brilliant.
I am great. Dare I say, excellent at coming up with ways in which women should ask out men. When it's the other way around, when the shoe's on the other foot. See, this is the thing. When the shoe's on the other foot, you're like, here's the thing. This lady has been asked out many times by a variety of scumbags. So right away, it's like when you go through a security at a airport, the beep, 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 beep. Machine. Yeah.
With the thing.
Yeah. Women have their metal detectors up, and rightfully so. So you got to pass through the metal detector because they've had to deal with so much slime.
True.
So this is the thing. So if I were to do that with like the roles are reversed and I was asking out Codeine would never work. I'd be like, listen, Codeine, this is crazy. You want to go to the Governor's Tavern with me? She's like, sorry, I'm going out with my boyfriend Ranger tonight.
Oh, I didn't know codeine and Ranger were together.
Now, I think it works if you do it. It doesn't work if I do it.
Well, James, I think you need to change your approach. I think as women, well, a lot of people, there's a lot of shit out there.
Sure. Well, we'll talk from our perspectives, right? Yeah, that's fine.
Great. And I think what would be nice to say to codeine, you get to know codeine in a friendly manner with no expectations whatsoever.
But again, if the reality is they're a tour guide, it's very tough. Very tough in service.
Oh, codeine is a tour guide. I thought she was someone at the fountain.
It's a different universe. When it's a different, like you take the two situations and you flip-flop the sexes, it doesn't work as well.
Well, no, I think you could say to codeine, that was such a great tour. Yeah. Thank you so much. You know a lot about the city. If you're interested, I'm new to the city and I would love maybe like a personal tour, only if you were interested, no pressure, no strings attached. Yeah. Thought I would give it. Don't say I would give it a shot. If anyone says that to me, I want to give them a shot.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm not a Pfizer of my fist.
Yeah. Okay. I love it. Fist, of course, spelled P-F-I-S-T.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. So you're, it sounds like Racquel, our approaches at the end of the day are pretty similar.
Okay.
We get it, right? We get it. I think that you're going to find your Cody and or Brody.
What if they're like not brothers? That's not what I meant to say. Oh God.
What if they were brothers? What about that? What if they were brothers who are also best friends?
Oh, weird.
Yeah.
Cool, but weird.
Yeah.
Yeah. But those are my plans for when when I get triple vaxxed.
Yeah.
Let's say.
Yeah. Just to be safe.
I'm going to have a brand new life. I'm going to start a brand new life. I'm going to have brand new friends. I'm going to have brand new, furniture and a brand new apartment and brand new, I don't know, probably the same depression and the same everything else. And maybe worse, because I'll be by myself in a city with people I don't know.
But guess what? Imagine a scenario which you're down in the dumps. The depths of darkness have dragged you under. You're like, I don't know anyone in this city. Wait a minute. Yes, I do. Andy Asaf lives in Toronto. Racquel, that's our time. I want to thank you so much for being here tonight. Look at that. Just two people happy that the world is turning into a better place, one Andy Asaf at a time.
I don't know about that, but yeah, look at us. God, we're going to be vaccinated.
I love it. Racquel, am I going to talk to you next week?
Hell yeah, you are. Are you going to do this Thursday, Tuesday business or what? What's
breaking
the plan?
News next week, back to Monday, Wednesday, Friday.
Love that. You reach out to me and I might be free for Monday or Wednesday, never Friday, because I'm doing drugs on Friday.
Okay, there we go. That's Racquel Belmonte. Thanks so much, folks. Look, everything changed last night, and it's not because of the vaccine. I know it's a vaccine post show, but I just have a feeling. I've got a good feeling, and I don't want to harp on it because we know there's been hockey content over the past couple weeks, but I think, dare I say, I feel that when I am happy by way of the Canadians, it means that life is happy for everyone because happy James is happy everyone else. Game 5 is tomorrow night. It's tomorrow night. Hope has to be in the air. Belief has to. Without belief, what are we without belief? If we didn't believe in ourselves or in something, nothing would get done. So we have to believe that the Montreal Canadiens can win one more game. And that game is tomorrow night. And that is exactly why we will not be here. We will be back on Thursday for much more at home with James. Let's welcome our next guest. Talked about this off the top of the show. If you didn't hear it, I'll repeat it again. This person, they hate being on this show, right? We're talking about an award-winning stage performer who hates being on this show, right? Comedian, has dazzled audiences, hates being on this show. Maybe we'll get to the bottom of it once and for all. Let's welcome friend of mine, friend of the show, friend of yours. It's Jess Files. Hi, Jess. How's it going?
Hello. Good. How are you?
Now, you could not have entered into the show with any stronger disinterest. You know what you just did? That the way that you did that, right? Are you aware of your greeting? Right?
It's offensive.
It's like you were meeting someone's parents who you didn't want to meet. You know?
Called out.
Yeah, it's like maybe it's like a special person or a friend. It's like you were gonna meet my parents tonight, and you're like, oh, I'm really nervous. But then in the back of your mind, you're also like, I also don't want to meet them either. You meet them, you go, hello. That's the greeting. Now, Jess, let's really talk about this, right? Let's talk about this. Jess, you don't like being on this show.
It's not that I don't like it. It's just that I get nervous about it.
Yeah, you get nervous. And we've talked about this before, right? We've talked about fear on this show. Now let's examine it again. Because tonight's a happy night. Your second dose coming up real soon.
Yeah.
Tell us about it. When is it?
July 17th.
Now, I suspect I know what you are most excited about in terms of getting this second vaccine. Okay. You're going to get it. Many more people are going to get it, which means more people are going to be out and about, which means the world is going to open, which means the frequency in which this show airs is going to become infrequent, which means you will have to be on this show less. That is what you are most excited about.
How did you know?
Jess, I can read you like the obituary in a newspaper. I like that joke so much that I stumbled through it. Now, coming in from the chat right now, all-timer high score run. You ready for this? You got a compliment. That's what we like about Jess. She's honest.
Oh, right? Thank you.
Yeah. Now your vaccine. Are you excited, Jess?
I'm excited. In all seriousness, I'm excited mostly to go to movie theaters again.
Yeah, which you can do right now.
I know, but I don't feel comfortable doing it yet.
Okay. Well, do you go to the grocer's market?
Yes.
Okay. So imagine a movie that's only got 2 people in the theater. You go see a movie nobody else wants to see. There's got to be another Blart Cop in the theater right now. You go see Blart Cop. No one else is there. You get the place all to yourself, right?
I would never see Blart Cop.
Yeah, you would.
I almost
you don't like Kevin James?
What?
You don't like Kevin James, Blart Cop?
I've never seen it.
Okay, now we got more breaking news from the chat right now. Someone's saying Jess could move up her appointment, only need to wait 4 weeks after first dose now. So let's put you on the hot seat. What if you could get your vaccine this week? Do you think you'd try and do that?
Yeah, if it was like Friday.
Yeah. Okay, so imagine that. Why don't we go to the Click Sante website right now? Right?
Well, no, because what if I go on and then there's nothing available and then I get booked for like a later appointment?
Okay, well, fair enough. I thought we could have created a happening here, but again, your resistance segments on this show, right? You were originally supposed to be in one of my most genius segments, Lovers or Siblings.
Thinking about that.
Yeah. Supposed to be in my segment, Lovers or Siblings. You're like, I can't be there anymore, right? Now, this could have been a moment. Jess, let's keep, you want to go to the movies. What else do you want to do? You want to fight someone?
No, I don't want to fight anyone.
Okay, so you want to rip through Tinder?
No.
It was interesting watching your thought in your brain, because in my brain, you're thinking like, well, how do I say no to this without making it sound like it's bad if somebody else wants to do it? Is that correct?
It was, yeah.
Yeah, it is correct. Yeah.
No judgment.
Just you live life. I've never been on Tinder, right? The only thing I rip open is bags of chips, right? Right?
Same.
I'm ripping open bags of chips. You're ripping farts on the couch or at the movie theater.
True.
Yeah? Okay. So you don't want, what else do you want? You want to go to the movies? You want to see Blart Cop? What do you want to do?
Well, this kind of goes hand in hand with movies, but I want to go to festivals again.
Okay. So which festivals do you want to go to, right? Because I gave Racquel some advice. Maybe I can give you some advice on how to live your best life.
Yeah, I want to go to the Salem Horror Festival.
Yeah.
In October.
Yeah. Yeah. You want to experience Halloween in one of the world's Halloween capitals. Yeah.
Yeah.
Are you going to wear a costume while you're there?
No. Because
Why not?
Be there alone, and I don't want to wear a costume alone.
Why not? Why not, Jess? Doesn't have to be, you don't have to dress in one of those inflatable ones like the guy riding the horse and you're the legs of the horse and the inflatable legs are hanging off, right? You can have a fun costume. What if you dressed as me for Halloween?
I don't think anyone would get it.
Oh. You put on a Hawaiian shirt and a cap, right?
The fake beard.
Yeah, fake beard, right? And people are like, who are you, Al Borland from Home Improvement? Okay, so you want to go to the Salem Halloween Festival. What else do you want to go to?
Fantasia.
Yeah, okay. Where you got a lot of like experimental film, a lot of anime, things like that. What else do you want? Are you going to dress up for Fantasia? Are you going to dress as an X-Man?
No.
You dress as the Flash.
I missed Fringe.
Yeah.
So,
but again, you didn't have to. You could have gone to the Fringe.
Yeah. Once again, just my comfort levels are still not there.
Okay, but let's look.
Second dose, I will be there.
Okay, well let's get into it. I want you to be honest, right? Because it's in the chat. They like you when you're honest. Do you feel that there's a possibility that you'll continue to be not only apprehensive about being on this show after your second dose, but apprehensive about doing the things that you want to do?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Right. So how
That's who I am as a person.
Yeah. How can I help you?
That's the question I've been asking.
You see what I did for Racquel? She's already going on a date with this Brody Cody. Right? This is what I think you do. You ready for this?
Okay. Lay it on me.
I say you rent the car tonight. Rent the car tonight for your road trip to the Salem Spooktacular.
The border's not open.
You rent the car, and here's the deal, right? If that trip doesn't happen, you go, okay, border's not open. There's got to be some other Halloween thing you can drive to. What if you book the car tonight? You probably get better rates.
Fair enough.
You force yourself to do it by making a huge move. Could you imagine that? You go to bed tonight and you go, I can't believe I booked the car to the Salem Scary Night Festival. Right? Is that crazy? You tell it is crazy, but you know what? Crazy like a fox.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy.
Yeah. Right. On paper, it's crazy, but when you think about it, people book their trips sometimes a year in advance. We're talking when is this Halloween event?
Usually it's beginning to mid-October.
Beginning to mid-October. We're July 6th right now.
Yeah.
We're 2 months away.
Yeah. No.
We're 3 months away. I did what people don't often do is just round down. I say you book the car, right?
Yeah.
And you click no refund.
Oh God.
Yeah, and when's Fantasia?
I think it's end of August to September.
End of August? You buy the tickets right now.
Yeah.
Buy the tickets. What else do you want to do when COVID opens? Go to a nightclub?
No.
Okay. You want to maybe go to a Frosh?
A what?
Frosh. You want to hang out with the kids at Frosh? Yeah, you want to hang out with the McGill or Concordia kids?
No.
Go back to Concordia, your alma mater?
No, thank you.
All right. So what else? What else?
I guess see more friends again, have people over.
Yeah, see more friends. You know what? It can happen in a matter of weeks. You get your second dose. Yeah. You let people over. Guess what? No masks. You do a pre-Halloween party. You do bobbing for apples, right? You look COVID in the eye and you say, I'm done with you. I've had enough. I'm going to bob for apples. And instead of water, I say you use molasses. And everyone gets in there, bobs for apples and molasses.
That'd be so sticky.
Yeah. Yeah.
It sounds like a nightmare.
Jess, you have to let yourself have fun, right?
But in these nightmarish ways?
Okay, so you tell me, what does your ideal post-COVID hangout look like? We all know I'm not invited, but let's continue.
How do you know that?
Well, let's be honest.
Okay.
Right? You say you're honest, right? Be honest. Yeah. You throw an event at your place, right? I don't make the list.
That's not necessarily true. It depends on who I'm inviting.
Okay. But in the real list, I'm not on the list, right? Oh, and anyways, let's continue. What is your post-COVID rager look like? What music are you playing?
Probably no music.
Okay, so your party features no music. What else?
I don't see it as a party. I see it as like 1 or 2 people coming over.
Okay, so you're having a very, very small get-together, which is apparently features me and one other person. Great. Yeah, there's no music. What else is going on?
Oh, we could play some board games.
A 3-person board game?
Yeah. I've played them alone.
Oh. Oh. Okay, so you're playing board games. There's no music.
Yeah. Well, no, there'd be music if we're playing board games.
Yeah, it sounds like a real rager. You might want to hide your cats in the bedroom so they don't get too scared.
You're making this out to be so much worse than it would be.
I'm making it out to be worse. Let's continue. What else goes on?
Then maybe a movie.
Okay, maybe a movie. So not for sure. See where the night takes everyone. Maybe a movie.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Sounds like things start to wrap up around 7 o'clock at night.
Yeah, I gotta be in bed for 9.
Yeah, you gotta be in bed for 9. Okay, so your first post-COVID hangout features 2 other people, a board game, and maybe a movie.
Yeah.
All right. Now, Jess, I'm gonna put. What do you think my first post-COVID hangout at my place looks like? Right, we go way back. Right, we go way back.
Yeah, I'd say watching wrestling with a group of people.
Okay, yeah. You couldn't have made me sound any lamer. Right?
Is it not wrong?
Yeah, I mean, I don't do that often. I don't do it often. I think maybe like a post-COVID
WrestleMania or something.
Maybe a hockey game, right? I've been known to throw my legendary opening night of the season chili cook-off.
Yes. True.
Which you've attended and left early. Had to be in bed by 9, right? So I have a group of people over to watch some type of event. Yeah, what else?
Probably go for a walk around the canal.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, me and my crew.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then play a board game.
Okay, well, Jess, you know what? You're invited. You might keep me off your guest list. You've always got a spot on my guest list. How about that?
Thanks, James.
But not only that, on the show as well.
Thank you.
Right? Yeah. When do you predict your next appearance is going to be? It's July 6th right now.
My last one I saw was beginning of May. So
okay.
We're on par for every 2 months.
All right. So we know that you'll be here around the beginning of September, which might coincide with my birthday.
Oh, it's very true.
It is very true. Well, look, Jess, was this as bad as you thought?
No.
All right. It never is it?
No.
Any final thoughts to the audience that likes you, Jess?
Hello and thank you.
Hello and thank you. Jess, thanks so much for being here tonight. And how about we do it again in 2 months?
All right.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Look at that, right? People, they don't like this show, but they come on because in some ways I might be like an uncle to them, right? Sometimes you got to be there for your family, even if you don't want to be. I ain't got no uncles, but if one of them said, oh, I need help carrying a toaster oven up the stairs, I'm feeble, I wouldn't. Nobody wants to carry a toaster oven up some stairs. I don't even want to own a toaster oven, but I do it for my uncle. And I think that's what Jess was doing for me, because in a lot of ways, maybe I am like an uncle to Jess. And Jess is in a lot of ways like a niece to me, right? Folks, we have reached the pinnacle of our show. 2 guests, 2 home runs back to back. What I want to do is say this. I would like for you out there watching along the information superhighway, otherwise known as the internet, in the mid-90s, before you go to bed tonight, I want you to do a favor for me. I want you to just think and manifest a reality in which the Montreal Canadiens win tomorrow night's game, right? I'm going to do everything in my power. If I could be at the Bell Center tomorrow, even though the game isn't there, I would. Just to, in some way, feel the energy and the spirits to conjure up the ghosts of the four. To feel the unbridled energy of past cup wins, of legends like Maurice Richard, Jean Beliveau, Dickie Moore, Jacques Plante, Henri Richard, one after the other, to conjure them up, to give the Montreal Canadiens the energy.
James,
I'm
crazy here in your show.
Hello?
It is me, the ghost of the forum.
What?
Oui, James, I am here. I am here inside of your quick show.
The Scotiabank Ultimate Package is the all-in-one bank account that lets you do more so you can live more. Switch today and earn a $300 welcome bonus. Conditions apply. Visit scotiabank.com/ultimate.
Well, $300 welcome bonus sounds nice, but so
now, hold on. Now, I was just talking about the ghosts of the forum, and you're telling me that you are un fantôme du forum?
Ben oui, James, I am here. You invited me by summoning me onto the show.
And can I ask you one question, ghost of the forum?
Was it that Stéphane Lebeau was a center of the 93 Canadiens?
Why, I knew that, but my question is more simple: are you sponsored by Scotiabank?
James, well, it's a new contract that they had to solidify when they moved from the Forum to the Bell Center.
Even the ghosts of the forum are sponsored by corporations?
It's a hard fucking life, James, to be a ghost.
Look, I have to ask you something. I was not anticipating this. I'm a little nervous. I need to know, should I continue believing?
James, it is only about your belief that is making me even allowed to enter your realm.
So you're saying that the more the people believe, the more people hope that the Canadiens can pull this off. You're saying that's when the spirits get conjured?
James, did you not go to the game 4 of last night?
Yeah, I was there. I was one of the 3,500.
And how do you think I entered the building?
I don't think I understand.
Maybe I was there too, in your pochette, your pocket.
You're saying that the people are bringing the spirits and the ghosts of Cup championships past into the Bell Center with them? You're saying that the ghosts are moving east on St. Catherine Street, taking a right down Peel or an otherwise adjoining street and entering the Bell Center finally?
More specifically, James, I am channeled into the Bell Center through your belief.
Wow.
Who do you think pushed over Josh Anderson at the end of the goal last night?
That was you?
That was me. And it was only possible because you brought me into the Bell Center, because you summoned me.
Well, look, the only thing I wish I could be in Tampa tomorrow to let the ghosts infiltrate the Amalie Arena.
It's not too late, James.
What do you mean it's not too late?
Expedia.com right now.
You want me to book a trip on Expedia.com?
With Expedia, you can get all sorts of great rates.
Wait, are you also sponsored by? Are you sponsored by Expedia?
No, James, it's not important right now. What's important is you get there.
Hold on. Okay,
Please,
well,
James,
look. Hold on. Look, I'm going. Okay, well, look, I'm on the website, and right at the top, there's a banner that says Expedia, the official sponsor of the Ghosts of the Forum.
James, well, that is a good sign, no? And many good signs have been appearing as of late. A lot of good apparitions, like the fact that you got suddenly a mysterious call to be able to go to Game 4 of the Stanley Cup playoffs. You think that is an accident?
Yeah. Well, no, I believe that fate and luck plays a part in life sometimes.
Yeah, or maybe a little boy who grew up in the north of Montreal, Quebec, believed so hard. He watched the Habs every night and loved Habs. He would have all sorts of pillows and like some sort of weird chair and maybe a lot of Coca-Cola merchandise that's also read like the Habs logo. And he believed and believed. And one day he maybe even has a blanket, a Habs blanket, and maybe inside of the Habs blanket he leave a little something that is the magic of life. And that is what summoned the ghost into existence. And phasmophobically transferred my consciousness, attaching it to your back into your pochette, and you bring me inside the Habs Bell Center.
Yeah, that was a real roundabout way of explaining that, but I think I understand.
It's all up to you, James. You need to go grab your crusty Habs blanket that's in your bedroom. Do you have it?
Yeah, I actually do have it. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know how I feel about. It's not crusty.
Well, go grab it. Let us see.
All right. Well,
it is important for the spell to last.
Look, I've got it right here. Look, it's right here.
Wow, mon Dieu.
Yeah, look, yeah.
De la Mara, de Dieu, de Vincent d'Ambrose, de Kirk Muller, de Brian Bellows, de Stephen LeBeau. It's the beautiful blanket that brought me into the world. James, I must ask you one more thing. You have the book, the flight booked, the hotel booked on Expedia because they have great rates.
Well, I booked the flight. You're saying, okay, well, yeah. What hotel should I stay at?
Well, you should stay at the Grand, whichever one is closest to the ocean. I hear there's going to be great weather and a great view.
Well, hold on. Okay, well, I'm on. Okay, well, there's Ocean Views Inn.
Yeah, that's perfect. Grab that one. Oh. Yes. And James, here's the most.
Well, hold on. There's a banner at the top of the website that says Ocean Views Inn, the official sponsor of the Ghosts of the Forum.
Well, hey, look. Wait, hey, James, you are an Instagram star too. You get it. You're influencer. Don't you have sponsor or something?
Well, no, I don't. I actually don't have any sponsors. No.
Well, maybe you should step your game up, okay, and stop shitting on the spirits who.
Look, here's the thing. Look, you know what? You're right. You're right. I'm a little testy right now. It's just, I'll be honest. I'm a little hungry. I haven't eaten yet.
Well, James, it's real simple. Because there's so much great food at the buffet at the hotel. It's included in your stay. You can have it for dinner. You can have it for breakfast. You could have it for brunch. You could have it for souper.
Yeah, look, I'm on the website right now, and you just recited everything that's on the Ocean View Inn website.
It's wonderful over there, James. Oh no.
Hold on a second. It says right at the bottom, one of the testimonials, it's wonderful, the Ghosts of the Forum.
James, I'm losing my power. You hear
okay,
that?
Fine.
That's
okay.
The thunder. That's the Tampa Bay Lightning. They're getting stronger. You need to hurry, James.
What do I have to do? Tell me James, what I do. I have to embody the spirit of the Ghost of the Forum?
It's very simple, James. On the flight, you have to wear a mask. You have to cover your face because of COVID-19. So, James, instead of a mask, why don't you use that blanket right there?
You're telling me that I got to wear the blanket like I'm a Ghost of the Forum?
Just throw it over your head, James. Why not? Have some fun. Is there some sort of mess on it that you're scared of getting on?
No, there's no mess on it. It's not crusty at all.
Oh, yes. You did it, James. You did it. Hold
that
thought for a second while this ad finishes loading. Oh, James. Oh, my goodness, James. You have become the Ghost of the Forum. Now it's your job. to finish the show as we... Goodbye, James. I will now be part of you.
Wow. Okay, so I know that there's some people that maybe don't love all the hockey talk on this show, but you can't tell me that that didn't blow your mind. We've never had a ghost on this show. Look, I don't know what this ghost of the forum is saying. Said that if I'd put this on, I'd start to embody the spirit or something. You know? Huh. I gotta say, I feel a little calmer now that I'm wearing this. You know, this whole night I've been kind of riding the line, but I almost feel like I'm at home. I feel secure and comfortable in this. It's almost, I've also got an undeniable urge to go to the Expedia website and book a 4-night stay at the Ocean View Inn Hotel and Resort. Now that I think about it, I've also got just a really huge craving to open up a bank account with Scotiabank. I'm an RBC guy, but I don't know, there's something about this that's changing me. Look, I got to think about this. I want to thank everyone for tuning in tonight. Racquel Belmonte, Jess Files, of course, the ghost of the forum. If you don't already have a bank account with Scotiabank, head over there now, scotiabank.ca. They'll take care of all your financial needs and more. What am I saying? Why is this? Look, I got to take care of this. Until then, I'm James. You are you. We were here. Good night, goodbye, farewell, and of course, be well.